This is Sarkar Murli of November 25, 2025. Essence. Sweet children, be concerned about making your soul Satapradhan. Make sure that no weaknesses remain and that Maya doesn't make you careless. Question. Which auspicious words should constantly emerge from the lips of you children? Answer. Constantly say these auspicious words. We will change from ordinary human beings into Narayan, nothing less. We were the masters of the world and are becoming that once again. However, this destination is very high. Therefore, you have to remain extremely careful. Check your charts. Keep your aim and objective in front of you. Continue to make effort and don't become disheartened. Aum Shanti. The Father sits here and explains to you spiritual children. Before you sit for the pilgrimage of remembrance, tell the brothers and sisters, sit here in soul consciousness and remember the Father. You have to remind them of this. You are now being given this awareness. I am a soul and my Father has come to teach me. I study through my physical organs. The Father too takes the support of physical organs and he first of all says through this one, remember the Father. It has been explained to you children that this path is of this knowledge. This isn't called the path of devotion. Only the one ocean of knowledge, the purifier, gives this knowledge. The number one lesson you're taught is, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. This is most essential. In no other satsang would they know how to say this. Nowadays, there are many artificial institutions where they might repeat this, having heard you, but they wouldn't really understand the meaning of it. They wouldn't have the wisdom to explain it. The Father only tells you children, remember the unlimited Father and your sins will be absolved. Reason also says that this is an old world. There is a lot of difference between a new world and an old world. That is a pure world and this is an impure world. You call out, O purifier, come. Come and purify us. There is the expression in the Gita, constantly remember me alone. Renounce all bodily relations and consider yourself to be a soul. At first, you don't have any relations of bodies. You souls come here to play your parts. It is remembered, you came alone and you have to return alone. People don't understand the meaning of this. You now understand this in a practical way. We are now becoming pure through the pilgrimage of remembrance and the power of yoga. This is the power of Raja Yoga. The other is Hatha Yoga through which human beings become healthy for a short time. In the Golden Age, you remain so healthy that there is no need for Hatha Yoga there. It is here, in this dirty world, that you do that. This is an old world. The Golden Age, that new world that has now passed, used to have the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. No one knows this. There, everything is new. There is the song, Awaken. O brides, awaken. That new age is the Golden Age. The old age is the Iron Age. No one would call this the Golden Age. It is now the Iron Age. You are now studying for that Golden Age. No other teacher would tell you that you can claim a royal status in a new world by studying. No one else can say this apart from Father. You children are reminded of everything. Don't become careless. Baba continues to explain to you all, wherever you are sitting or whatever business you are doing, do that while considering yourselves to be souls. Whenever there is any difficulty or slackness in your business, make as much time as possible to sit in remembrance, because only then will you souls become pure. There is no other way. You are studying Raja Yoga for the new world. Iron-aged souls cannot go there. Maya has broken the wings of souls. Souls fly, do they not? They shed their bodies and take others. A soul is the fastest rocket of all. You children are amazed when you hear these new things. You souls are such tiny rockets. A part of 84 births is recorded in each of you. By keeping such things in your hearts, you will feel enthusiastic. Students in a school remember their studies. What is now in your intellects? The intellect is not in your body. The mind and intellect are in you, a soul. It is the soul who studies. It is the soul who does a job. Shiv Baba too is a soul, but he is called the Supreme. He is the ocean of knowledge. He is a very tiny point. No one knows that you children are being filled with the Father's sanskars. You are now becoming pure with the power of yoga. For that, you do have to make effort. You have to be concerned not to fail in your studies. The number one subject in this is, I, this soul, have to become Satapradhan. No weaknesses should remain. Otherwise, you will fail. Maya makes you forget everything. You souls do want to keep a chart so that you don't perform any sinful actions throughout the day, but Maya doesn't allow you to keep a chart. You get caught by Maya's claws. Your heart says, I should keep a chart. Businessmen always keep accounts of their profit and loss. This is a very big account of yours. This is an income for 21 births, and you must therefore not be careless or make any mistakes. Some of you children are very careless and make many mistakes. Some children see this Baba in the subtle region and also in heaven. This Baba, too, makes a lot of effort and he continues to be amazed. I bathe. I eat my meals in remembrance of Baba and yet I forget him. Then I begin to remember him again. This is a very big subject. There mustn't be any difference of opinion in this. It says in the Gita, renounce your body and all your bodily relations. Then, just the soul remains. Forget your body and consider yourself to be a soul. It is souls who are impure and tamopradhan. However, human beings say that souls are immune to the effect of action. They say that each soul is the supreme soul and, because he too is a soul, they say that souls are immune to the effect of action. Tamaguni human beings give Tamaguni teachings. They cannot make you Sataguni. You become Tamopradhan on the path of devotion. Everything is at first Satapradhan and then goes through the stages of Rajo and Tamo. There is construction and destruction. The Father inspires the construction of the new world, and then there is the destruction of this old world. God is the creator of the new world. This old world will change and become new. The signs of the new world are this Lakshmi and Narayan. They are the masters of the new world. Even the Silver Age isn't called the New World. The Iron Age is the Old World and the Golden Age is the New World. Between the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age, there is this confluence age. When someone studies for an MA or a BA, he becomes very elevated. You become very elevated through this study. No one in the world knows who made them so elevated. You now know the beginning, the middle, and the end. You know everyone's life story. This is knowledge. There is none of this knowledge on the path of devotion. They simply teach you physical rituals. There is plenty of devotion. They speak about it so much. It appears to be very beautiful. What beauty is there in a seed? Such a tiny seed becomes so big. That is the tree of devotion. There are so many physical rituals. In this knowledge, there is just the one term, Manmanabhav. The Father says, in order to become Satapradhan from Tamapradhan, remember me. You say, O purifier, come and make us pure. Everyone in the kingdom of Ravan is impure and unhappy. Everyone in the kingdom of Rama is pure and happy. There are the terms, the kingdom of Rama and the kingdom of Ravan. No one, except you children, knows the kingdom of Rama. You are now making effort. No one but you knows the secret of 84 births. Although others say, God speaks, Manmanabhav, so what? They can't explain how you have taken the full 84 births. The cycle is now coming to an end. Go and listen to those who relate the Gita and listen to what they say. All of this knowledge now drips into your intellects. Baba asks you, have we met previously? You reply, yes Baba, we met in the previous cycle. Baba asks and you give the correct answer meaningfully. You don't just speak like parrots. Then, Baba asks, why did we meet? What did you attain? So, you reply, we attained the kingdom of the world and everything is included in that. Although you say that you change from ordinary humans into Narayan, becoming the masters of the world includes the king, the queen, and the deity dynasty. The king, the queen, and the subjects will all become the masters of the world. This is known as speaking auspicious words. I will change from an ordinary human into Narayan and nothing less. The Father says, yes children. Make full effort. Look at your charts and ask yourselves, will I be able to claim a high status in this condition? To how many have I shown the path? To what extent have I become a stick for the blind? If you don't do any service, you should understand that you will become part of the subjects. Ask your heart, if I were to leave my body now, what status would I claim? The destination is very high. Therefore, you have to remain cautious. Some children understand that they don't really stay in remembrance. They wonder what the point of keeping a chart is. That is known as becoming disheartened. They study in that way too. They don't pay attention. Don't just sit down and consider yourselves to be very clever or you will fail at the end. You have to benefit yourselves. Your aim and objective are in front of you. I have to study and become this. This too is a wonder. Their kingdom is not in the Iron Age. Where did their kingdom come from in the Golden Age? Everything depends on this study. It isn't that there was a war between the deities and the devils, and that the deities won and gained the kingdom. How could there be a war between the deities and the devils? There isn't war between the Kauravas and the Pandavas either. The aspect of a war is meaningless. First of all, tell them that the Father says, renounce all relations of bodies and consider yourselves to be souls. You souls came bodiless, and you now have to return home bodiless. Only pure souls can return home. Tamopradhan souls cannot return. The wings of souls have been broken. Maya has made you impure. Because you are Tamopradhan, you cannot travel to such a distant holy place. You souls say that you were originally residents of the supreme abode. Each of you adopted a puppet body of the 5 elements here in order to play a part. When someone dies, people say that he has become a resident of heaven. Who has? Did the body go there, or did the soul go there? The body was burnt, and only the soul remained. No soul can go to heaven yet. People simply continue to repeat what others tell them. Those on the path of devotion only teach devotion. They don't know anyone's occupation. They say, the worship of Shiva is the highest. Shiva is the highest on high. Therefore, remember him alone. They also give a rosary. They tell you to say Shiva, Shiva and to turn the beads. They pick up a rosary and continue to repeat Shiva, Shiva without any understanding. Gurus give many different types of teachings. Here, there is just the one aspect. The Father, himself, says, by remembering me, your sins will be absolved. Your mouth doesn't have to repeat, Shiva, Shiva. Does a child chant the name of his father? All of these matters are incognito. No one knows what you are doing. Those who understood this in the previous cycle will understand it again. New children continue to come and there continues to be expansion. As you progress further, you will watch as detached observers all the scenes that the drama shows you. Baba will not give you visions in advance of what is to happen in the future. Otherwise, that would be artificial. These matters have to be very clearly understood. You have now received understanding, whereas, on the path of devotion, you are senseless. You know that devotion is also fixed in the drama. You children now understand that you are not going to stay in this old world. Students have their studies in their intellects. Your intellects also have to imbibe the main points. Only when the number 1 aspect of Alpha is made firm in them should you move on. Otherwise, they will continue to ask useless questions. Some children write and say, so-and-so said in writing that the god of the Gita is Shiva, and that is absolutely right. Although they say this, It doesn't sit in their intellects. If they understood that the Father had come, they would say that they want to come and meet such a Father and claim their inheritance. Not a single one has that faith. Not even one person has instantly written such a letter. Although they write that this knowledge is very good, they don't have the courage to come running to such a wonderful Father from whom they have remained distant for so long, and for whom they have stumbled along on the path of devotion, and who has now come to make them into the masters of the world. They will emerge later on. If they have recognized that the Father is God, the highest on high, they should belong to Him. You should give them such an explanation that their heads open up. Acha. To you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you spiritual children. Essence for Dharna. 1. While doing your business, take some time out to purify your soul and make effort to stay in remembrance. Never perform any devilish actions. 2. Bring benefit to yourself and others. Study and teach others. Don't consider yourself to be too clever. Accumulate the power of remembrance. Blessing. May you become a bestower of fortune for the world and receive everyone's love by renouncing name and fame. They say that the Father is beyond name and form, and yet it is the Father's name that is remembered the most. In the same way, you too have to go beyond temporary name and fame and you will automatically be loved by all for all time. Those who renounce being beggars of name and fame become bestowers of fortune for the world. The fruit of your karma will automatically come in front of you in its full form. Therefore, become those who are even ignorant of limited desires. Do not eat unripe fruit, but renounce it and fortune will then follow you. Slogan. You are the children of God the Father, and so let your intellect be constantly seated on the throne. Avyact signal. Increase the practice of the bodiless stage, Ashariri and Videhi. You may think of and make plans for the service that you want, but do not do this while wondering what is going to happen, but do this while being bodiless and a detached observer. Think of something, make a plan for it and then instantly make your stage plain. There is now a need for that stage. With your bodiless stage, you can very easily overcome all adverse situations, just as clouds come and go. Someone who is bodiless simply watches any game while being unshakable and immovable. Aum Shanti.